Hey Run Junkies, we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. I am in my laundry room. Yes, laundry is fun. That's what I have to keep telling myself. I'm going to show you today how I care for my running clothes, and I'll give you a few things to think about when you're washing your gear. First, when I'm talking about running gear, we're talking about technical fabrics more often than not. Most of us use some kind of polyester blend in all of our running equipment, and we want to take care of that a little bit differently than we do the regular wash. These fabrics are a little bit more expensive and require a little extra care, so we want to separate the running gear out from the regular clothes. You may have noticed that washing and drying your gear the traditional way doesn't always get the stink out, and it's because of this that I take a completely different approach when I'm washing my running clothes. When I am finished with my running clothes, I put them in a completely separate basket. This is all technical fabrics. I don't wash the family's regular laundry the same way, so I keep that stuff separate. I also don't have to wash it as often, but since I go through a set of running gear every single day, it adds up pretty quickly. I also don't want them to sit around and stink for a long time, so I try to do this every few days or so. Now I load all of this up in the washer, but this is what I use. I don't use a standard detergent. This is just for regular laundry. And even still, I don't use it all the time. I am starting to switch over to this stuff. It's called Sweat X Sport, and this stuff is amazing. I discovered this detergent a while back, maybe a few months ago. I got a couple of samples from the Another Mother Runner store, and this stuff is specifically designed to get the stink out of everything, not just your running gear, but if you've ever known a hockey player or lacrosse player, football player, anything like that, where the gear just collects that funk and doesn't really go away, this stuff gets that funk out. I have left a link in the description below to Sweat X Sport's website. I've also left a link to the Another Mother Runner podcast where they really get into detail about how it works and why it works. I've also left a couple of affiliate links through Amazon, so not only can you get this big bottle of stuff, but you get a spray bottle that pre-treats stains. Again, those are affiliate links, so I will make a little bit of change when you guys click through and buy those. I want you to notice something about this Sweat X Sport. This capful is all you need, and it's clear, not blue like regular detergent. So I've loaded it all up. It's in the wash. We've just gotten started. Now, does this Sweat X Sport stuff work? I will say absolutely it does. Now, the biggest difference that I've noticed is that when you wash in a regular detergent, in a commercial detergent, it really does make it smell nicer, at least for a little bit. But the Sweat X stuff actually removes at a molecular level the bacteria that cause that stink. So I have found that after washing my running clothes a few times, it has gotten to where it doesn't smell at all. So like there's no smell, there's no floral or clean fresh smell, there's just no smell whatsoever. This doesn't have a scent to it, so it makes it kind of nice. So I'm gonna let this sit and I'm gonna wash it, and then I will check back in with you guys when the wash cycle is done to let you know what I do next. So the wash is done, and I'm going to take all of these items out and I'm gonna hang them to dry. I don't throw my running clothes in the dryer for a couple of reasons. What I'm finding is that the dryer and the hot air from the dryer, even if you're drying on cool, reactivates the bacteria that might still be in your running clothes, which will just make them stink all over again. The other reason is that technical fabrics just dry faster, so I can hang them up, leave them for a few hours, and they'll be dry. Now, I do live in Denver where it's dry anyway, but if you have a well-ventilated room, then you might consider hanging your stuff up to dry as well. It definitely saves the technical fabrics, not just in the fabric itself, but any design that might be on there. The dryer tends to break down those designs and they tend to fade over time. I don't limit this load to just running gear. I have technical shirts that I wear just around. I don't use them for running, so I throw those in there as well. I also throw in technical fleeces, so some kind of poly blend fleece. I will put in the wash and hang it to dry as well. Now, since I started doing my laundry this way, I have found that my clothes don't get nearly as funky as they used to. It has made a huge difference in how my running clothes smell. So in a nutshell, this is all I do. I throw my technical gear in the wash on cold with SweatX Sport. I hang it to dry. That's it. But what do you think? Do you treat your running gear a little differently than the rest of your laundry? Let me know in the comments and ask any questions, leave any suggestions in the box below. Remember, here's your laundry schedule. Otherwise, that's it for me today. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there, go find your awesome. We'll see you next time. And until then, happy running.